Going to focus on sun salutations. So expect to get a little warm as we break them down and flow through some. So just sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, rest your hands on your legs, palms down or your palms up. Take your shoulders up and back a few times. So lift your shoulders up to your ears, back and down. Shoulders up, back and down. Good. Shoulders up, back and down. Go do that one more time. Up, back and down. And just rest your hands on your legs. Sit up tall. Begin to connect to your breath. So we're going to breathe in and out through our nose. Nice, deep breath. Moving down through your sits bones. Lengthen your tailbone down. Reach the crown of your head up. Relaxing your arms. Feel your hands touching your legs. Draw the shoulder blades in. Listen to the sound of your breath. Inhale. Exhale. So sun salutations are a practice that usually practiced in the morning, beginning of the day, honoring the sun. So Surya Namaskar is the Sanskrit word for sun salutations. Surya is sun, Namaskar means to honor, to bow to, or the word namas. The root word namas means that. So as we move through sun salutations, the idea is to honor the sun that rises every day, honor a new beginning. And it's a great way to move and breathe and meditate. We begin the sun salutations with our hands joined at our heart. So let's just bring our hands to our heart. And for many people, the heart, when we think of the heart, when we bring our hands to our heart, we might relate the heart to our emotions. But in yoga tradition, the heart is the seat of wisdom. We think the brain is actually where we would, hold our wisdom, but it's actually the heart. So take a few moments as you bow down, gaze toward the light that exists in you, in all of us, right where your heart is, and set your intention. Honor your light, your strength, your truth. Take a big breath in. Nice long exhalation. And open your eyes. We'll do a few things seated before we work our way up. So switch the cross of your legs. Sit up nice and tall, roll those shoulders back, and then take your arms, rotate your arms so your palms face out. And then sweep your arms out and up, palms face one another. And press down through your sits bones. Extend the arms up. Spread your fingers, melt your shoulders down your back. And then take your arms, rotate them some palms face away, and press the air down. We'll do that again. Arms sweep out and up. And then down. Good move with your breathing. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, down. Good, one more time. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, press the air down. Nice. Come forward to your child's pose. Or come forward to hands and knees and then find your child's pose. So bring your hips back. Walk your hands forward, rest your head to the ground. So arms are extended overhead. Arms, have them as straight as you can get them. Feel your hands pressing the ground, maybe even take a peek at your hands. So lift your head up, look at your hands, spread those fingers. All right, press a little bit more down into the heel of your hand. And as you press down, reach a little bit more forward. Put your arms, if you look at your arms, the soft side of your elbows are pointing toward one another. I want you to hug, take your triceps and hug them toward one another. Okay, and then just rest your head back down to the ground. Tuck your chin just slightly into your chest. And if you move your head a little side to side, your head should knock your arms, right? Your head is right between your arms. Now from here, make your way to tabletop. So you're gonna rise up to all fours. Get your knees so they're under your hips, your wrists are under your shoulders, and spread your fingers wide. Look at your arms. I want you now to rotate your upper arm so the soft side of your elbows point forward. Nice. And we're just going to move through some cat and cow. So lift your tail, drop your belly, bring your shoulders back, and now drop your head back. Inhale. And then exhale, tuck your tailbone, rounding the back, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Cat and cows are really nice movements to connect breath and movement. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Do that again. Inhale, tail up. Head back. Exhale, tuck your tailbone. Chin to chest. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale. Now you're going to come back to neutral, so find tabletop. Take your right leg up and back behind you. Toes are going to point down. Step your right foot right between your hands. Sweeping your arms up, reaching up for a lunge, arms overhead. So crescent moon pose. Palms face one another. Sink those hips down a little bit more. Breathe in here. Let's make our way to a plank pose. So hands come down, right foot to left. Find plank. Make sure in plank that your wrists and your shoulders are stacked. Your heels are reaching back. Your neck is nice and long. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Nice. Try not to drop the head. And then just drop the knees. So you're in a plank with the knees down. Just want you to feel that. Keep the neck long. Look at your arms now. Soft side of your elbows pointing forward. You're now going to come onto the tops of your feet. You're going to hug those elbows in. So begin to bend the elbows. Make sure your elbows brush your torso as you lower all the way down to the ground. Nice. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. Hug the elbows in. Make sure your hands are by your chest. Press into your hands and your feet. You're going to come up to your back bend, cobra. Elbows are going to be bent. Shoulders down. Bring your head back down. Press yourself back up to that plank with the knees down. Good. And then we'll find regular plank with the knees off the ground. And then we'll find our first downward dog. So just lifting up those hips. You might need to walk your feet in a little closer to your arms. Gaze at your feet. Your feet are hip distance. Your outside edges of your feet are parallel to the outside edge of the mat. Okay, bend your knees just a little bit. Okay, and then take your tailbone and lift it up toward the ceiling. Spread your fingers. Arms should be nice and straight. And if you look at your arms, the soft side of your elbows are facing one another. Squeeze the upper arms in, so triceps in. Fingers spread, wrist creases in line with the top of the mat. Now your head should be right between your arms. So if you shake your head side to side or move it side to side, it should touch your arms. Bring chest a little bit more back towards your legs. Now see if you can straighten your legs and bring your heels towards the ground. If that's too much for your hamstrings, keep your knees bent. Breathe. Drop your knees now. Find child's pose. Keep the arms extended overhead. Downward facing dog arms. And let the head go. Take 5 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 3. 4. And 5. Make your way up to tabletop again. Left side. So take the left leg up and back behind you. Step that left foot through. Take your arms, reach them all the way up. Sink the hips down a little bit. Find something to look at that is not moving. Focus. Lengthen your tail down, belly's pulling back and up. Bring your hands down. Make your way to your plank pose. Knees down, plank, neck long. Make sure your elbows brush your sides when you lower down. Point your toes, take your shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, cobra. Hug those elbows in. Bring your head back down. Press yourself back up to that plank with the knees down. Find a regular plank with no knees down. And then come into your downward dog. Lift your hips. You might need to walk your feet a little closer in, just a little closer in towards your hands. Okay, create that strong foundation through your hands. Your wrist creases are parallel to the top of the mat. Arms are straight. Head, make sure it's right between your arms. Feet are hip distance. Maybe lengthen those legs. Good. Tailbone up, chest back. Now, sometimes it's tricky. Sorry for all that noise you hear. If you hear some noise, it's my washing machine. Anyway, I apologize for that. So anyway, walking the feet to the hands can be a little complicated, all right? And if it is, you're going to lower your knees to step your feet to your hands. So make the journey to your hands and let this be like a little test. So if it's really hard to get those feet all the way to your hands, then we begin to move through our sun salutations. Modify by lowering your knees. And I'll show you when we get there. So now we should all be standing close to the top of our mat in a fold. So just hang over the legs. My hands are touching my toes. My fingers are touching my toes. Your legs can be straight or knees bent. I didn't mention this, but a block might be useful, especially if your hands don't touch the ground. So just let go here. Look in, if your eyes are open, right between the legs. Shake the head no and yes. Legs can be straight or knees bent. You do you. Do what works for your body. And then everyone bend knees, chin to chest. We're going to ragdoll up. So come up super slow. Bring those shoulders back, lifting the gaze. So now we're standing in mountain pose. Bring your arms by your side. I'm going to take just a few moments here because this is important, this posture. I want you to pick up all 10 toes, and I want you just to feel the front of the feet, the back of the feet. So 4 corners on each foot, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Just move a little forward and move a little back. And then try to find balance between front and back. Press down and then let the toes come back to the ground. Look at your toes. See if you can spread your toes as wide as you can. Okay, so a little space. If you don't have space between your toes, that's fine. Just think it. Okay, hip distance, outside edges of your feet in line with the mat. Stand nice and tall. Take your hands now, bring them right to your waist, the ball of your pelvis. And we're just going to do some cat and cow tilts here. So you're going to take your tailbone, you're going to bring it back. Okay, and from here, tail is reaching back. Your hip creases are coming forward more towards the front of your thighs. And then you're going to do the opposite. So take the ball of your pelvis and move it back, tip it back, and now tail is between legs, hip points closer to ribs. All right, let's do that again. So anterior tilt of the pelvis, posterior tilt of the pelvis. Do that one more time. And then find neutral. So right in between with your tailbone lengthening directly down. Belly button is going to pull back and up. So engaging your lower abdominal muscles. Your ribs are knitting in, your collarbones are broad. Shoulders melting down, chin parallel to the ground. Bring those arms back down. So I'd mentioned how we begin with our hands at our heart. Seat of wisdom. So join your hands together at your heart now. In your hand mudra gesture, just take a moment, come back to intention or dedication. Honoring that light, your truth that exists in you. And then release the arms by your side. Open your eyes if they're closed. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach up toward the sky. Tailbone still lengthening down. Now I want you to bend your knees a little bit. I want you to imagine tipping the ball of the pelvis forward so your tail reaches back as you begin to fold forward. Letting your hands come down, letting the head go, standing forward bend. Next pose is half standing forward bend. So you're going to straighten your legs and bring your hands to your legs. Hands could go below your knees or above your knees. We're looking for a flat back here. So if that means having hands higher, do that. Neck is long. You're looking down at the ground. Inhale. You're going to fold. You're going to plant your hands to the ground. Spread your fingers, okay? Maybe walk those hands a little forward so your wrist and your is in front of your shoulder. And then you'll step the feet back for your downward facing dog. So upside down V shape. Your hips are the highest point. From here, you keep your hands where they are. You come to your plank. So glide forward so your wrists and your shoulders stack. You might need to walk your feet back and lower the hips just a little bit. So find your plank. Find your plank with your knees down. This is all familiar now. You're going to inhale here. Exhale, lower down with your elbows touching, brushing your sides. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. Rising up, cobra. Inhale. Bring your head back down. Press yourself back up. Find your plank. Find your downward facing dog. And we hold here for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. 4. 5. Inhale, rise onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Exhale, look right between your hands. Now, if that walk to your hands was difficult, you did it a little earlier, you'll lower your knees and you'll step your feet there. So make your way to the top of your mat with your knees down or just walk there. Everyone comes into a standing forward bend. Inhale, halfway up, hands to legs. We fold, exhale. We inhale and we rise. And we reach. And we bring our hands to our heart because we end where we began. Bring your arms by your side. We'll do it again. Inhale, arms up. Now you could circle your arms like we did earlier when we were seated. I don't have space to do it. That's why I'm bringing my arms directly up. Bend your knees a little bit, fold forward. Hands to legs, flat back. Good. Bend those knees, plant those hands, and step way back, downward facing dog, stretching out the legs. Inhale, plank pose, top of a push-up. Exhale, knees down, lower down to your belly. Inhale, cobra, open the heart. Make your way back up, plank to a downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. 4. And 5. Make your way to your hands with the knees down or not. Fold when you get to the top. Halfway up, inhale, flat back. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise. Reach. Hands to heart. Arms by your side. We're doing it again. Inhale, up, get tall. Forward bend. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out for 1. In breath. Out breath, 2. 3. And 4. And 5. Step your feet to your hands. Fold, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, we rise up. We reach up. We bring our hands to our heart. We release our arms. All right, doing a little different. Our lunging salutations. You might want 2 yoga blocks with you. Inhale, arms up. Forward bend. I only have 1 block today, so I will just use the 1. Inhale, halfway up, hands to shins. On the exhale, you're going to bring your hands down. You're either going to bring them to blocks or the ground, bend your knees, step your left foot into a lunge. Both hands should be around your front foot. You're going to lower your left knee. Okay, and then you're going to reach your arms up for your lunge, which we saw earlier. Inhale here, exhale, plank pose. So hands come down, find your plank. You're going to inhale here, exhale with or without your knees, come all the way down. If you think you could come down in one strong piece, you don't need to drop your knees down. Inhale, come up to your back bend, cobra. Exhale, back to plank, to dog. And breathe. Now lower to a tabletop. Drop the knees, find table. Take your left leg back. Step the left foot through. Inhale, arms rise. On the exhale, you're going to lower the hands. You're going to come to a runner's lunge with this right leg, and then you're going to step your back foot to meet your left foot. Top of your mat of fold. If that transition was hard, using yoga blocks will most likely make it easier. Come up halfway, fold, and then we're going to rise up and stretch those arms up. Join your hands together at your heart. Arms by your side, separate your feet hip distance. Inhale, reach up. Forward bend. Half bend. Hands down, ground or block, right foot back. Lunge to lunge with the knee down. Arms rise to your crescent moon pose. Drop the hands around your front foot, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale with or without your knees, lower down. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Exhale, back to plank, to dog. Breathe. Now we'll practice something called three-legged dog. The left foot will stay. You're going to take your right leg, right foot first, and you're going to just move it back so that the foot comes off the ground and the right leg lifts up. Bring it up as high as you can. Now you want to step your right foot right between your hands. So begin to bend your right knee. You're going to come forward like you're coming into a plank with your right knee into your chest. Then you're going to see if you can get that right foot right between your hands. And if you can't, you'll grab your ankle and try to get it there. Now that could be a hard transition for some. So if it is, you can do that tabletop and extend the leg back, okay? So now we're in a runner's lunge, right side. And I want you to try to step your back foot to meet that front foot. And you come to the top of your mat and you're in a fold. You come up halfway. Exhale, fold. And then you're going to rise up. Stretch your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. And you stand nice and tall here. So we're going to move through. We're going to flow through a few more sun salutations and lunging salutations. And then we're going to come down. Okay, we're just going to move with our breath. So stand up tall. Your feet could be hip distance, or you can bring your big toes into touch. Begin with those hands at your heart. Take a moment. And then open your eyes, release the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend forward. Halfway up, hands to legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Plank pose on the inhale. And the exhale, with or without your knees, come all the way down. Inhale, rise up to your cobra. And then make your way back through plank to a downward dog. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. 4. And 5. So you're going to step your feet to your hands. Remember, you can modify drop by dropping your knees. You'll come to your hands, you'll fold. Exhale. Halfway up, hands to legs, flat back, inhale. And we fold, exhale. We rise up, inhale. We reach our arms up. And we end with our hands at our heart. And we do it again. Arms up, breathe in. Exhale, forward bend. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, with or without your knees, lower down. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Exhale, make your way to your downward facing dog. 5 breaths, breathe in. Breathe out for 1. And 2. And 3. 4. 1 more, breathe in. Breathe out for 5. Make your way to your hands. Fold, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Stretch those arms up. Hands to heart. We're going to do it one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale, hands to legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step it back, way back. Inhale, plank pose, top of a push-up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, make your way back. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Make your way to your hands. Fold, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Arms up. Hands at your heart. Arms by your side. Separate your feet hip distance. Lunging salutations. Arms rise. Forward bend. Half bend. Left foot back. Bend the knee. Step the left foot back. Lower the left knee. Inhale. Arms rise. Exhale. Plank. Breathe in here. Exhale. Lower. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. So either from table or downward dog, you're going to lift that left leg up. That's all. Step the left foot through. Lower your right knee if it's off the ground. Inhale, arms up. Top of our yoga mat, standing forward, bend. Exhale. Halfway up, inhale, breathe in, lengthen. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Hands come together at your heart. Again, arms up. Forward bend. Half bend. Hands down, right foot back, knee touches the ground. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plank. Take a breath in plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. So from either table or dog, now you're going to lift the right leg up. You're going to step that right foot through. You're going to lower your left knee. You're going to inhale, sweep up the arms. The exhale, hands come down, back foot, steps to meet your front, and you fold. Halfway up, inhale. We fold, exhale. We rise up, inhale. We reach up with the arms. We bring it to our heart. And we're going to do one more. Inhale, arms up. Forward bend. Half bend. Left foot back, knee to the ground. Inhale, arms up. Plank, exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg up, either from dog or knees down. Step the left foot through. Lower the right knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, top of your mat and fold. Exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, arms up. And bring it into your heart. One more. Inhale. Forward bend, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, knee to the ground. Arms rise, inhale. plank, exhale. Plank, inhale. Lower, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Right leg up, either from dog or hands and knees. Step that right foot through. Lower left knee. Arms rise. Top of your mat. Exhale, forward bend. Halfway up. Forward bend. We rise up, we reach up. Bring it into your heart. Take a moment. Feel what you feel. All right, we're going to come to a dog and we'll come down to child's pose. So arms up, forward bend, half bend, downward dog, knees down, and find your child's pose. Bring your hands back to your feet. Head down. Breathe. And then you're going to rise up to sit. You're going to bring your legs in front. You're going to lower all the way down to your backs. So scoot forward so your toes are at the top of your mat, arms extended, chin to chest. Roll yourself down. Nice. So just give yourself a hug here. So bend your knees. Just move a little side to side on your back. And then just let your legs fall over to the right for a twist. Take your left arm out. Try to have both of those shoulders on the ground, right hand on left leg, and just press that top leg down towards your bottom leg. Just a little press. And then make your way back to center and then bring your legs over to the other side. Right arm out, left hand on right leg. And then make your way out. Bring the soles of our feet together. Butterfly pose on back. Bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Just feel the rise and the fall of the belly and the chest as you take that breath in. And as you exhale it out. And then step on your feet. Walk your feet as wide as your yoga mat. And then take both legs long. Coming into final pose, Shavasana. Take your arms out and let them drop down. Have your palms facing up. Relax your fingers, relax your toes. Go of any work, any effort in your body. Let go of your breathing if you can. And try to find stillness, some rest, relaxation. So sun salutations signify the beginning. Shavasana means the end. So we've come to the end of this practice, this journey. Sun salutations represent light. Shavasana represents dark. With everything, there's a beginning and there is an end. And when we practice, we just acknowledge the full journey. So just let your body go, let it rest, let it feel held and supported. Begin to deepen your breathing. Make little movements with your body. Fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Turn your head a little bit. Maybe reach your arms over your head. And then bend both knees and wrap yourself up tight. Give yourself a squeeze. Roll over onto one side. So roll over maybe to your right side or your left. And then take your time and rise on up. Find a seat. Join your hands at your hearts. Remember, your heart is your seat of wisdom. And if you'd like to join me with the sound of Om, please do so. Take a breath in. Om. And then let your thumbs float to your brow. Drop your head back so you actually gaze up toward the light. Maybe you have a window you can look out of. And then bow down and look in towards your light.